think there's such a thing as a perfect relationship?
For some of us, I say yes.
There are different opinions on this, but let's see what the public has to say before we talk to our guests.
No, I don't think there's anything like perfect marriage. Well, because we are all humans, and as humans, we are not perfect. We're craving towards perfection. So once we are in a human society, definitely there'll be some hitches here or there in our relationships. So,
well, by perfection is subjective. However, I do not feel, in my own point of view, that there is a perfect marriage. But perfection may be defined and determined by the couple themselves. Marriage comes with challenges, but when challenges come, you should know it's part of a human phenomena. And there is a need for reconciliation and forgiveness. But when there is forgiveness, then there can be progress. But if that is what you mean, then I may say the couples may think if they're able to reconcile early, then they are perfect. Then we could say a perfect marriage. But it does not become rousing. It is not the way we say it. But there is no marriage that you could say is perfect.
There can be a beautiful marriage, a wonderful marriage, because nowadays I've realized a lot of people are rushing in and out of marriage. So I just saw this quote on Facebook that was saying that don't be amazed by the beauty of the wedding. Be awed by the beauty of the stability of that marriage. That's one thing I know. So I don't believe there's a perfect marriage, but you can work towards it.
George, Selena, and Cece are here to talk very calmly about this topic, perfection in relationships. Okay, there was a gentleman in there. Good morning to all of you. Sorry. Hope you had a wonderful Valentine's weekend.
Not really.
Oh,
what happened?
Worried.
Yeah.
Why?
It tells you that my popularity has dropped.
Okay. So you were popular?
I used to be.
In the women's category.
Look, George. Popular means well liked by many people.
Yes. And nobody likes you.
Why you trying to segment it?
But if men like you, it's abomination.
If what
men like you, the way you look. Women should like you the way you look.
Did he say?
No, the way he looks, women should like him, not men.
As long as it's not a romantic
if
way.
A man likes me, if a man likes
no, it doesn't have to be romantic or sexual.
The topic is perfection in okay. Listen, there was a gentleman in there who I like what
you're
he
thinking.
had
You
to say.
associate
He said,
better with his contribution with
I
regards
can
to,
relate. He said, you know, perfection is subjective, which I kind of agree with.
Everything is subjective.
You have to define perfection.
I concur.
So you concur.
Yeah,
Should we start? I'm even afraid to start with George, but sure, we'll start with George. George, perfection.
Yes.
How do you define perfection as it pertains to love and marriage relationships?
So when it comes to perfection, definition in terms of relationship. That's what you want. Okay.
Yeah.
Now watch. Perfection is anything that has been put together that precisely fit in as a round peg in a round hole. Not a square peg to force itself to become a square peg. So that's what perfection is. So in relationship, we keep saying this simple statement that beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder. And remember, the Bible makes it clear. It says, husbands, love your wives. Wives, submit yourself to your own husbands. So the perfection of my marriage is between me and my husband. So if your wife have higher respect for their pastor more than you, there's no perfect marriage like that.
Okay.
That's a secret. So if a man cannot lift the wife above the mother after God, there's no perfection in that marriage. So you see, there's perfect marriage.
Right.
Per this description I give, then your mind can be seeing some men whose wife don't respect you, but their husbands love them.
Right, okay.
So perfection is where the two of us are able to stay in this place carefully, correctly, and everything is okay with us. And so there is a perfect marriage. And there are more perfect marriages. I say this with humility and humbleness that most of the cases that have walked through my place, 9 out of 10 marriages that I have gone through with people, are perfect marriages. Because I have the power to destroy the relationship before it becomes marriage. I'm very good. Okay. One of the good things I see myself doing that when I go to heaven, I'll thank God for it, is that when a relationship is not correct, I break it quickly before it becomes marriage.
I agree
Because
to that.
I know the cause of divorce is not what happens in marriage, but what happens before the marriage. So the perfection is the preparation towards the marriage.
Thank you.
Age is one of them. Your 10-year development plan is part of your perfection in marriage. Your desire for a type of man to become your head, because you know no woman can be a head on this earth in family. No woman. I mean, no woman. Fight and become. You can be. That's why when they leave children for them to take care of them, the children doesn't become correct. You understand? So single parenting is a choice. Everybody must marry. So I'm saying that perfection is where you prepare yourself. And remember that the perfect partner on earth is yourself. So if you say there's no perfect relationship, then you are zombie yourself.
Well, that's George's submission on perfection in marriage. Selena,
She's loving it.
yes, Patrice is loving it. Let's leave Patrice for this instance. But do you agree with George in that, in his
No.
definition of perfection, and that there is such a thing as a perfect marriage?
Of course, I don't agree. I do not agree at all with his submission. A lot of what he said, I think, just doesn't make sense.
Okay.
He's saying that the perfect partner is yourself. Even sometimes we battle with our own selves. Kokri and Patrice, don't you go through it sometimes?
No, I don't think.
Honestly,
well,
and
your contribution.
like you said,
Yeah.
the gentleman said it's subjective, and it's true. Everyone has their own definition of perfection. I might see my relationship or my marriage as perfect, but you may not deem it the same way. So once again, it depends on how you see perfection. For me, perfection is when you're compatible, when you get on so well, when there's no argument, everything you are in agreement, the two of you think alike, and it can be, because it's two different people, two totally different personalities and characters, two different upbringings, okay? So definitely there'll be disagreements, but for me, you can make it work. It doesn't mean you have the perfect relationship, but you can have a good relationship where you get on, you understand each other. But I just don't think it can be perfect, because perfect means no argument, nothing.
Okay.
And it's just not possible.
Okay.
Sally.
See.
No.
Okay.
Okay.
Is it my turn now?
Oh yeah.
It's your turn.
Okay. George did give his own definition of what perfection is. That's cool. I like George. I really.
My brother.
Yes. Yes. And from where he's coming from, I really do understand him. My definition of perfection is something that is impeccable. Yeah, that's it. It is flawless. It is without fault. It is incapable of wrongdoing or sin. The issue has to do with the fact that you are incapable of wrongdoing or sin. Yeah. Look at us.
And none of us is
as fallible as we are. And then we talk about the fact that there's a perfect marriage. I like the way you skew towards subjectivity, as in the fact that it's subjective.
Yeah.
Fine. That could be somebody's definition.
Okay.
But there is nothing like a perfect marriage. I would allude to the fact that there are good marriages, there are great marriages. But you see, as sinful as we are, as imperfect as we are, two imperfect beings
Coming
together. And you talk about the fact that
it's not like negative.
you see two people out there, and in some form of giddy countenance, as in their boy, they feel happy. Charlie, go back home and see what it is.
Okay, let me settle it one way or the other. That is my point of view. I think all of us sitting here are Bible-believing Christians.
Yeah.
Good. You know it is the righteous that will see the kingdom of God. You know the righteous. You know Jesus said, none is righteous. No, not one. So if he said none is righteous, and yet the righteous will see heaven, and then by salvation will go to heaven, that means what Jesus said doesn't mean anything. Is that what you guys are saying? If he says none is righteous, no, not one. And it is the righteous that is going to see the kingdom. That means none of us is going to go to heaven.
Yeah, bro.
It's not subjective. No.
The other twist too is that.
No, let's deal with this subject.
Okay.
The righteous will see the kingdom.
Patrice,
Is
God
it?
will decide that. He will judge.
And no,
he will decide who is righteous amongst the unrighteous.
Hold on.
You're saying
that. And he said that none is righteous. No, not one. Yeah. So if none is righteous, no, not one. And the righteous will see the kingdom.
So the issue has to do with the fact that we are striving towards it, isn't it?
Striving towards it.
Striving towards it.
So it means that we are perfect marriages in this land.
No, if that is the case, your work would have been cut out.
No.
I'm telling you what.
You know why I'm there?
you are there because you still realize that, Charlie, there's nothing like
No.
That is the
Perfection
reason
does
why.
not mean smooth.
You see,
we're not talking about perfection as in smooth.
You see-
it's right from beginning. It's your ability. Otherwise, you become a robot.
No, bro.
Now watch it.
You become a robot.
Perfection is smooth, it's flawless.
It's flawless.
When we say a perfect relationship, no,
bro.
It means it's
Bro,
excellent.
Sorry, let's let them.
Okay.
since
If,
they're
if,
here,
if
okay.
you want to
the
give your own
issue is
definition,
that-
Okay.
No, it's not our own
No,
definition.
I think your
Yeah, okay.
problem right now is that you've taken the Oxford Dictionary, Cambridge Dictionary, combine them to bring your definition. But we're talking about
Perfection is not so.
perfection in relationship.
good.
And when we talk about relationship, it is not man to man. God never created Adam and Steve. He created Adam and Eve.
Great.
And Eve was out of Adam.
Great.
So that perfect man, a part was taken out of the perfect man. The moment he gets that thing that was taken up, he becomes perfect. So if you think there's nothing like perfect relationship, that is a good lie that you can tell yourself so that you can continue to live the way you are living. I want to repeat that the perfect person that you want to have in a relationship is you first.
Exactly.
So if you cannot be perfect, then tell people there are no perfect relationships.
George, you are not perfect.
Who told you that?
You are not.
No, but
You are not.
I mean,
Don't let us even drift
Say I
there.
am not. Say
No,
I
no,
am.
no, you
Don't
are
say
not. I'm
you.
telling you.
Say
You
I
are
am not.
Can we
George,
settle it this way?
George, do you think
Can
you're
we settle it
perfect?
this way?
You think you're
In my
perfect?
relationship.
Oh no, do you think you're perfect?
No.
I was perfect before I chose a perfect
So
one.
you
We're talking about relationship. We're talking about relationship.
Too perfect.
So
Okay,
let
George
me-
says he's perfect.
yes, let me wait in here. I think your perfection is got to. Let me do a corporate thing.
see, this is
so
why
for
you have to
example,
define perfection.
Yeah, hold on. Koku, if you want to define perfection in terms of what perfection is, perfect
Yes.
as in smooth, flawless,
Yes.
then
Sinless.
nobody would.
Thank you.
But we are saying that no. We are saying perfection.
Yes, and I'll still
But
want
even that is subjective.
I'll still want us
Kofi,
to look at it.
Your ability
Why
to deal with
subjective?
problems.
No, because
Your ability to deal with challenges
perfection is
makes you
subjective.
perfect.
Then at the end of the day,
Really?
we shouldn't even
Yes.
talk about perfection in marriage.
Bro, you know what? I think that we actually made our, opinions and
Yeah.
all of that. But the issue of perfection, all right, don't let us try giving different definitions to it. We are
Well.
talking about perfection in marriage.
Yes. Not in dictionary. Not
there
in
isn't
dictionary.
100% marriage. No way.
Is there anything in this world that is perfect? Is there anything in this world that is
No, I'm
perfect?
coming.
Nothing is
There
perfect.
is nothing. You see, the fact that they leave their combustible nature, their intolerant nature, and try and make the issue work doesn't mean
Tolerate each other.
that tolerate doesn't mean that they don't have cobwebs.
No. You see,
Yes.
you're
I think we should get
getting
it.
it wrong.
We should get it right.
Let me tell you.
No, sister, you are getting this
I am
thing
not
wrong.
getting it wrong.
Okay.
I am not
Let's
getting
wait
it
for
wrong.
CC to advance his point.
Whichever way you're going to look at it, people try to be compatible. People try and then tell themselves that, look, irrespective of what is going to happen in this relationship, I'm going to let it work. Okay? It doesn't mean that they are without wrongdoings.
It just means they know how to
They're-
compromise.
They have tried. Look, and a lot of the issues are that I'm coming. A lot of the instances, what really happens is that the outer countenance depicts people who are happy, who are boy and all that. Go back home. And I believe that he knows. The fact that he even said that he was even perfect makes it
it's
even more
coming back to
laughable.
last week's statement.
Makes it
There are
more
people who are
laughable.
old and are married to small boys are enjoying marriage.
no.
But you see, he's not telling us that they go back home and then they go and cry.
Oh no.
So you see, I should not tell you that.
No, get it.
I keep telling you that
That is
in
not
this
only
small
those-
world
no
of
way.
ours, this our discussion emanated from age. And I was just telling you, I thought Sisi would rather ask what can make us get a perfect relationship. So that in the next world of Sisi, we'll video his perfect relationship and use it for a movie or for an advert. They're saying, like my sweet sister, because listen, this perfect marriage we are talking about is there.
It's possible.
But you see,
But it's very rare.
it's
It's
not
possible,
real.
but it's not
It's
probable.
possible.
It is possible,
Can
but
I
it's not
talk?
probable.
Can I talk?
It is.
Can I talk?
Possibility.
Can I talk?
You can say it's
Can I ask
possible.
you a
It's
question?
probable.
Can I ask you a
Before the
question?
question can let me like, the problem we are having with people is that they've done a lot of talking jolly and it's full of cobwebs in their mind. So they look at talking jolly like marriage.
Which one is a talking jolly?
Oh, mami kodo mi kodo.
Dating.
I mean, mami kodo mi kodo.
Oh,
Abalo abalo. I mean, those one, I mean, somebody comes to sleep over and go. Okay. That one is not marriage. Okay. Or it's my wife, I like to marry. I mean, those one, Jado. I mean, they do girlfriend, boyfriend like they have already gone to the altar. That's called talking jolly, popcorn relationship. But that one is not marriage. But when you get into marriage proper, you can see that one of the perfect things that God made. Oh my God. Single people are suffering.
Can you shape something to become perfect? Can you shape something to become perfect?
People are suffering as well.
No, can something be...
A lot of married people are suffering as well.
So let's get to the
you should
table.
know that because you're a counselor.
No, a lot of people are suffering because that's why we are here this morning.
Selena.
So that they will stop the suffering and get into the right gear.
Can something be shaped into perfection? Let's take somebody who's doing sculpture or let's say a goldsmith. Can they shape something into perfection?
Almost.
Good. Can you sew something to perfection? Yes, you can. You can cook blend something to perfection.
Yeah.
We all know.
That's true.
So we are saying that is my point of that.
But we're talking about a marriage, a relationship.
No, that is different. That, for example, I just bought a perfume, nice perfume, expensive perfume. Bring it to the house. Oh, it's nice, blah blah. Then it falls and it breaks. Yeah. My ability to forgive my wife for breaking that perfume is reshaping the marriage into perfection. Not at me getting upset and getting livid and all that. What I'm saying is that there are challenges in a relationship, but it is your way to surmount it and deal with it and move on as human beings. That makes it a perfect relationship.
The statement you just made, for me, there are challenges in every relationship. So every relationship is not perfect.
Your ability to surmount it would make it perfect.
That's different from saying a relationship is perfect.
Let us also add on 2 pence.
Okay. Yes.
The fact that the imperfections means it's not perfect. John Legend says, but remember, John Legend says, "I love our perfect, imperfect relationship."
That one is
so the imperfections.
Music. John Legend. That's one.
There will be imperfections, but you can decide that still, in spite of the challenges and the imperfections, this is still perfect for us. Okay, so maybe it's the 10 perfect that we are not liking, but I think we are all in agreement that there are definitely challenges in marriages. You can tell me, yes, in every single marriage, counselor.
Listen.
They are blessings.
Watch, look.
Really?
If your mother-in-law comes...
When your husband is beating you, it's a blessing.
No, if your husband is beating
when he's cheating you,
that is not a perfect marriage. If your husband lifts your hand to slap you, that is madness. You should be arrested. He should be kept behind bars because he's gone out of normalcy.
When your husband disrespects you,
your husband hold on. When your wife disrespects you.
I thought we were talking about perfect marriage.
You see,
they are raising things that are challenging.
She's raising that because you talked about surmounting challenges. And if you're able to surmount that, does that make it perfect now?
No. Slapping and so on are not challenges.
The fact that you have been tolerant of situations.
No, slapping and so on are not challenges.
No, I'm coming.
Really?
No, beating and so they're not challenges.
So what are challenges?
Now we are talking about
somebody slapping is a challenge.
Okay, so what is a challenge then?
If it's a challenge, then slap him back.
He's dressing. This is what he's supposed to wear.
Challenge is to slap you and slap him back.
This is what he's supposed to wear.
Challenge. That's challenge. So I slap you, I slap back. That's challenge. But slapping cannot be challenge.
That is not what we are talking about. That's in challenge.
Problems like. I just want to solve the problem.
Let me.
Okay, one at a time.
Look, I just Sisi, wait. Let me finish this one because you are swallowing the teeth. Get out of my head. Sisi, listen. I want you to know that as you are seated, we can blend the two of you to a perfect marriage. Have you eaten fufu before? I'm not saying you and Sisi. I mean, the way you are, you and Sisi know. Men in spectacles, be careful with them.
Goodness.
I'll continue. I'm not talking about Patrice.
I thought it was.
Mind you, the guy really is really having something in his mind for you, so he's taking the space off. Look at me, don't look at me.
I'm looking at you.
But listen,
loving your red tie.
Thanks to my wife.
Still in the Valentine mood.
Thanks to my wife, that woman in the house. Listen, watch carefully. I'm saying that perfection that we are talking in relationship, it doesn't start in the marriage.
Okay.
It starts before the marriage.
When you're courting.
So I'm saying that it's not even about courting. It is when you have discovered to complete your singleness. If you have not completed your singleness, you don't know what perfection is all about.
How do you complete your singleness?
That is a whole topic on its own. But people have never enjoyed their singleness. They've not completed it. They are still in their single mood. Look, as a single girl, how do you waste your money aimlessly to go and rent a 2-bedroom house? Is something wrong with your mind?
I think that
so you see, drifting.
Don't let us drift.
What does this
Don't let us drift.
No, when you are single, you are able to rent a 2-bedroom house in your single life. Then Patrice comes to marry you. And within his first stage of marriage, he's ready to take you into a chamber hall self-contained. What will happen to you? Bro, your perfection, you see, that's what I'm talking about. It is the building of your singleness.
Okay,
so you don't see that chamber hall as a perfect place to live. Because in your single life, you had one room that kept bags. and the other room kept your things.
Walk-in closet.
You see walk-in closet. So you see your perfection is walk-in closet. So when they
Bedroom
take
is
you to
walk-in
obey,
closet.
Your standard.
When they take you to obey the wind, you know to obey the wind. You have a single room and you use curtain to divide. So when the wind blows, you see the chamber.
I get it.
That's obey the wind chamber hall. You see. So this perfection thing we are talking
But
about.
again, love, you accept that.
Hey, what is love? Don't make a mistake. We don't marry because of love. What is love?
He drifted.
But I want love.
We marry because of life. So this is how you get the perfection,
You marry because of like,
bro.
not love.
You can't marry because of love.
Okay, George, let's have Cece's view on this one.
I want you to get
No.
Yes, Cece.
Look, I think that the earlier we come to the understanding that there's nothing like a perfect marriage, even helps us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Even helps
Continue.
us because then when you get in there with the perception that there's something called a perfect marriage, things might go haywire for you and you might not take it.
Okay.
The issue is that have it at the back of your mind, and I want to let our viewers understand there's nothing like a perfect marriage.
In your opinion?
No, in your opinion as well.
No. In my opinion,
I think that
I want to hear what he has to say, the complete statement.
I would allow him to complete
No,
only when he stays his opinions to himself.
Let him finish.
If you stay your opinion to yourself, I'll allow you to complete. But when you say that is what I also think, I object to it.
I don't think so. That's it.
I don't think so.
I was
That's because
being playful about
you're
it.
I'm also
That's because your definition is different from his.
Yeah, but let me just for instance. We talked about the fact that we are looking at perfect
relationship.
and we are looking at marriage.
Yeah, perfect
so the
relationship.
two should come together for us to have a better definition, right? So perfection here, we've talked about the fact that it should be flawless, blah blah blah. It should be even immaculate.
Yes.
There is nothing like that. And then look at marriage itself. It is beset with its own teething problems.
Yes.
Right? Oh yes, of course.
Yes. Oh,
What
yes.
marriage?
Yes.
Continue.
What
Yes.
marriage in this world hasn't got its own problems?
Mine.
Yours.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't do your house like
I
that.
want to know
But
this
I
one.
like the way you project it. All I'm letting you understand is that we should go in with the mindset that there's nothing like a perfect marriage. But then there are issues that are going to come up, and if they do, your level of tolerance, the maturity, the understanding, the fact that you have to leave it to God in situations like that would let things work for you. But there is nothing like a perfect marriage.
Please go into marriage with the mentality of perfect marriage.
Yes.
This ones you take.
Okay, Selena, you have
Don't go into a relationship thinking that, or into a marriage situation, thinking that there's anything called a perfect marriage.
Then don't marry, be single.
No, go in there and try and let it work.
Okay, hold on, let me find out something from you.
Yeah.
There's
Gloria's on the line. Good morning,
Gloria.
Gloria.
Hey, Charlie,
Hello.
Yeah, hello, good morning.
Glory.
Hi, good morning.
Yeah, my name is Glory. I'm watching your show.
Yes.
My name is Glory. I'm watching your show.
Yeah,
I'm married.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm in support of what the man with the suit is saying. Because the perfect marriage, according to him, is you yourself, according to what he said. I'm in support of what he's saying. Because I'm married from 18 years. After my secondary school, I married, and I'm still in marriage. This is my 15 years in marriage. Then imagine someone who married 18 years. 18 years. Till now, I'm still in the marriage. So there's no mother coming, settling, or anything. So, people will come to me and say, Auntie, how come you are still in marriage and you are like looking like young like this? I will tell them that when I started my marriage, I used to cry. In the second stage, I stopped crying and I started complaining. Then the last one, I stopped complaining and I started doing what he was. And now he decides that he will follow me and he will move on the way I am. Because at times he realized that he is the common one. Then because in the initial one, I started crying when I was 18. When I stopped crying, I started complaining. When I stopped complaining, I tolerate. And in this tolerance, I'm here. Because we are like, we can't go anywhere. We're like there, For example, people around me.
Glory. Glory.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you. You said you got married at 18. I'm curious. How old is your husband?
Sorry?
How old was your husband when you got married?
Yeah, he's 30-something. Then I was 18. Yeah.
You were.
Yeah. I just finished secondary school. I got married.
She was
to him.
18.
He was 30 something. And you were 18.
Yes, I just finished secondary. Just
Okay.
after the secondary.
And you just finised. Okay.
And they
All
were-
right. Thank you,
Okay.
Glory. Thank you for your call.
And
They
they
told
work.
her that she gets up in the morning and cries, I want to go to mommy. Babies don't marry.
But she says her marriage is.
No, but now, she says now.
She
She said
now.
now.
You see, that's what she said. That's what I'm telling you that.
Yes.
Nobody walks to my table with all humility and goes into marriage and go to fight, because the fight will be created before the marriage.
Yeah.
I keep telling people that everybody who has gone through divorce, going through divorce, planning to divorce, the cause of the divorce is not what happened in the marriage.
it happened
It's what
before.
happened before.
It was
Yeah.
there. The
So
signs
things
were
that were not there before cannot break the relationship. So those of you who have decided not to marry, because marriage is not perfect, and you want to continue to be single people like that, enjoy your singleness.
I don't think there's anyone
know.
who says
Because
no, marry because
because
marriage is not perfect.
Okay,
No
in
way.
normal relationship,
We've never talked about the fact that marriage is not a good thing. Marriage is
no
good.
one has said that.
The perfect thing
You know,
that
we
can
have
see on
submitted
earth
to it. All
is
reality
marriage.
you understand is
But
that
when you are in
see, when you
normal
go in
relationship-
with the mindset that everything is perfect, that is
It will
where-
shock you when
Yes,
people when the
yes,
challenge
yes,
comes
yes,
your way.
yes,
Yeah.
shock you.
Because
If it
that
hits
one,
you,
that
Okay,
one
what
is
will
a
shock
figment of
you?
anyone's
but
imagination.
listen, you are being
will shock you?
delusional. Listen, I'm telling you.
Delusional about being
No,
married.
no, no, no,
marrying
no,
this beautiful
no, no,
lady,
no.
and I know this as she is.
You
She's
see,
good at
I-
this.
I think that-
she's good
I
at
think
this.
that it is just
She's supportive
imaginary.
at this, and you see.
I think that
Okay,
is
one at a
just
time.
imaginary.
You're both talking.
Yeah. You see, like I did say, you go in with the mindset that there's a perfect marriage. I think that you're being very illusional.
Well, that
Right.
is your opinion.
That is the opinion of most people.
And I agree with
that
him
is
as well,
your
Patrice.
opinion. That is the opinion of the two of you.
Okay, no problem. I'm
Yeah,
sure a lot of
go.
people watching agree with us.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
No, until they call in.
But
That is the
you
opinion
were
of the
about to
two
ask
of
me
you.
a
No.
question before the caller
Yeah.
came.
Yeah. What
You
was I
see,
even going to ask you?
no. So let me just finish.
Yeah, okay,
here.
so finish.
So then, you see, when you go in with that mindset, that is when things go a little combustible. You can't just take it.
Okay.
All right. But then go in with the
Big words.
yeah,
Yeah.
go in with the notion that
Yeah.
there's nothing like a perfect
Okay.
marriage, and try striving towards it. That is why counselors are there.
Based on what you have
If
said, hold on.
if
Fifi,
there was something like a
Sisi,
perfect marriage, their work would have been cut out by now.
Sisi, based on what you have said, we'll go to Doris pretty soon. Based on what you have said,
Yeah.
would you rather go into something with a positive mind or go into something with a negative
I
mind?
love that. So the thing is imperfect now.
Would
are
you go in with a positive
of
mind
course, yes.
or negative?
Of
So
course, yes.
why don't you go in with the fact it is perfect? So when
No,
something is
no,
going wrong,
don't
bring
go
it
in,
back on
don't
track.
go in, no,
but
no,
rather
no,
go in
don't-
negative when it is going
no,
well.
no,
What
no,
do you do?
no, no.
Doris,
Have it at
let's
the
take
back of your
Doris.
mind
No,
that
let's take
it is
Doris
not
and come
perfect.
back. We'll deal with that
we are
one.
going to let it
Good
work.
morning, Doris.
Good morning.
Hey,
Good
thanks for
morning.
calling.
You're welcome. I want to contribute to your show.
Kindly go ahead, Doris.
I like Councillor Luchos very much, but today I don't really like his submission.
Well, you have your opinion,
Doris,
so
go
share
ahead.
it.
Doris, go ahead.
You have your opinion, so share
That's
it.
my opinion, okay?
Yes,
Good.
it is. Yes.
The fact that there are two imperfect people coming together to get married means that definitely what is coming to come out will not be that perfect. We can all work towards perfection. That is what Christianity is about, okay? We are striving to get salvation and everything. Let's take it into marriage. So we are striving to get into a perfect situation. But that doesn't mean that at the end of the day we are going to be perfect. But we can work out our marriage. The fact that you've gone to the altar, you've gone for blessings and everything, doesn't mean that the marriage is going to be perfect. It depends on how the two of you compromise in problems that come up. Okay, so there's nothing like a perfect marriage. All marriages have their own issues. It cannot
Doris.
be
Okay.
maybe like
Imperfect Doris.
the
Doris.
guy is easy for
Imperfect
you or
Doris.
not.
Imperfect
And
Doris.
it's not about those things. It's about maybe somebody waking up in the morning and not brushing his teeth and just talking on you.
That one is also perfection. Because in your marriage, you should learn how to say hello, Adon. So it's like you have mastered the scent of your husband's mouth odor. So when his mouth is going bad, you can. What is disgusting about it?
Doris, thank you so much.
Imperfect
Doris, thank you so much.
You see, she said we are not perfect. That's what Doris
we are-
said.
you see, when we
So
are-
imperfect Doris.
Yeah.
I said in the beginning, and viewers, take this thing
And the
seriously.
perfect George,
I'm
right?
saying that relationships start not with the other person, but you. So I know very well that these are my imperfections.
Yes.
But once I make a decision to marry, I perfect perfect myself and enter into that relationship.
How do you perfect yourself?
That, you see, that's
It's-
one.
so-
Number one.
so marriage
When I
is
wake
work.
up in the morning, I don't brush my teeth
Marriage is
until I
work.
eat. Me, if I've not eaten, I don't brush my teeth. But my wife demands that, hello, brushing. So as I'm growing, mommy says, Asha, yoni. Okay.
So you've
So
adjusted.
perfection is, no, it's not adjusting. Now I realize that, okay, the best thing is to brush your teeth before you eat. Fine. I don't like washing my hand with soap after eating because the scent will go and I'll get hungry again. But you come to learn that you understand? You see, those things. So you are perfecting. Now you come to, so because in my perfect life now, this thing when it's crooked, this thing on the table, when this thing is crooked, it can make me sick.
I see.
You understand?
You want it to be straight.
It should be straight.
Yeah,
So you see, I'm getting used to this thing.
Doris
So
was
when
saying
somebody
that. They are
comes,
working
my
on
wife comes
something.
and she to like things
Thank
that are
you.
like this.
And I'm
so
sure-
I'm saying
Thank
that I
you.
build my singleness
we
in my
are
perfection.
progress,
Oh,
yes.
no.
Oh, you think you've reached that perfect
Marriage is
place?
not. Can I finish?
Okay,
Marriage
what is
is not work in progress.
It is working.
Marriage is, that is why you are giving certificate of marriage. That's what I'm saying.
It's
The
a long
altar-
journey.
The
Don't
altar
worry.
will never alter you. The altar doesn't alter you. So who goes stand there? Marriage is not spiritual. It's not that demonic thing that they are casting out of you. It's a physical
Okay,
appearance.
Felicia is on
So
the line.
Please,
Good morning, Felicia.
there's a perfect marriage.
There is no perfect marriage.
Felicia.
There's no perfect marriage.
Felicia,
Hey,
Yes.
Felicity, good morning.
how
Yeah.
are you?
I'm fine. Good morning.
Good morning, Felicia.
I want to make a contribution on your show.
Please
Go
go ahead.
ahead, Felicia.
Yeah. I agree with George this morning. Talking about perfection. If there is tolerance, there is perfection.
Thank you.
If there is tolerance,
Thank you.
there is perfection.
Felicia, let me ask you something. Tolerance,
if
tolerance for what?
If you tolerate each other, if you tolerate each other in the marriage, definitely there will be a perfection. Like,
I'm not tolerating each
that
other.
is when the other partner does something,
Yes.
and you are able to tolerate,
Yes.
there will be a perfection.
You have a certain heart.
So if the other person does something that hurts you,
Maybe-
but you
maybe
tolerate
the
it,
other
your marriage is
partner
that is where
perfect.
something
forgiveness
wrong.
comes in. There's so many.
You are able to
There's so many
tolerate.
elements.
Sorry again.
Yeah.
Sorry, Felicia, go ahead.
Yeah, you are able to tolerate. So I think if there is a tolerance, there will be a perfection.
Do
So
you
I
think?
think, like mine, I would say my husband tolerates every nonsense that I do. It's like if he does something and I forgive him, I tolerate maybe some of the wrongs that he does, and he also tolerates mine. I think there is a perfection. We can only make a perfect marriage when we tolerate each other.
I see. This
Thank
is
you
interesting.
so much.
Thank you, Felicia.
Thank you so much.
Or
Think
loving
that's
and
a good-
respecting
no,
each
that's
other.
another topic.
No,
Really,
what is
because
love?
I want to be tolerated.
What is love?
Yes.
Do you want to be tolerated?
No, they
In a
have to do.
relationship?
No,
No,
that's
I want to be loved and accepted. I want to be loved and accepted.
There's something happening.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. If you are,
You know
good
what?
morning. Sing for us. We'll be right back.